This is The Download from Sounds Profitable, your daily source for the essential news in the business of podcasting. I'm Gavin Gaddis. Here's what you need to know for today, Thursday, July 10th. First up, The Podcast Preservation Paradox by Tom Webster. As video podcasting grows in popularity and audience share, two schools of thought have formed. Preservationists who are worried podcasting could lose its soul that makes it unique to growth at all costs video, and growth advocates who welcome the YouTube expansion into podcasting as it brings new audiences. Webster proposes the solution for podcasting's future isn't to resist change, but at the same time it must ensure support for formats that can't adapt to the economics of video production. Video podcasting has largely defaulted to chat show-styled productions because they're economical to produce, simple sets, small crews, stable conditions. Certain genres that thrive in audio podcasting immediately become economically unviable, if not impossible, when video is introduced. Genres like fiction, documentaries, and investigative journalism go all but extinct in a video-only world. The onus is on the podcasting industry to ensure economic forces don't inadvertently narrow the industry's creative possibilities. Next up, how Alityu ended up at WWDC. This is an interview with Colin Gray, CEO and founder of the podcasthost.com and Alityu. He sat down with Sounds Profitable to talk about the appearance on screen during Apple's WWDC event recently. While the inclusion was a surprise, Gray and the team had their suspicions due to a request from Apple for assets they needed for a quote-unquote marketing opportunity. The team has also been helping Apple with enabling Alityu's editing suite to run smoothly in Safari, part of a wider initiative within Apple to improve Safari's capabilities running web apps in general. Next up, YouTube prepares crackdown on mass-produced and repetitive videos as concern over AI slop grows. On July 15th, YouTube will update its YouTube Partner Program monetization policies with more detailed guidelines on what can and cannot qualify for monetization. While specific language has not been released yet, YouTube head of editorial Renee Ritchie posted a brief video explaining it is a minor update that is meant to better identify and strengthen existing policies against monetizing content that is mass-produced or repetitive to keep things in line with the YouTube Partner Program requirement that creators upload original and authentic content. While not explicitly mentioned in Ritchie's video or existing language from YouTube, outlets like TechCrunch and Mashable and The Verge are supposing this is a step towards kneecapping both the existing, long-running, technically not legal, industry of content farms that re-upload the same content constantly, as well as the burgeoning field of generative AI slop content. Next up, Jasmine Crockett says podcast appearances by less vibrant reps hurt the Democratic Party. Representative Crockett recently appeared on an episode of Hasan Minhaj Doesn't Know. Yahoo News focuses on a section of the episode where Crockett and Minhaj discuss a clip of Chuck Schumer and Maxine Waters falling flat at a press event. Crockett argues that the podcasting boom has brought significant influencer influence during elections. Institutions like the Democratic Party need to be more strategic about ensuring they send figureheads capable of being vibrant on mic. To put it a different way, in the same way advertising performs best in podcasting when it takes the medium's strengths into account, politicians more attuned to being affable and conversational while still hitting their talking points are more likely to succeed compared to those that do dry recitations of talking points as if they are in a talking head cable news interview. And for the final top story, rebuffed by Chrome, Perplexity launches AI browser Comet. OpenAI reportedly prepares its own. After an unsuccessful pitch to become the default AI search engine in Chrome, Perplexity has begun to roll out their own competitor web browser dubbed Comet. The AI browser is currently only available to $200 a month Perplexity Mac subscribers by invite only, with plans to roll the browser out to a wider waiting list in the coming weeks. Meanwhile, OpenAI is reportedly working on their own AI-powered web browser, with Reuters info describing it as basically a native ChatGPT interface that summarizes info it scrapes from websites, reducing instances of users actually clicking through to any website. Both browsers, if released widely, would stand to chip away at Google's position as the de facto search engine, AI or otherwise. As for the rest of the news, Podscribe has a new industry ranking for this month, including a snapshot of the current top-performing podcasts. Spoiler alert, Crime Junkie remains number 1 in audio reach. Supporting Cast has rolled out support of the Podcast Standards Project funding tag, which adds a tag within a podcast RSS feed specifying a show's particular donation or funding link. Spotify has rolled out updates to Spotify Ad Manager that provides direct access to more podcast inventory in several regions. E.B. Moss's podcast, Insider Interviews, has received PopCon's Best Indie Podcast in the Business category. Congratulations, E.B. Method Kit and DW Academy have published a podcast knowledge library, a free repository of podcasting knowledge available in 42 languages. And to close out the week of Download Daily, here's a fun one for you. Last week, the Crossed Wires Podcast Festival kicked off with Nobody Expects the Michael Palin Podcast, a live event in which Greg James interviewed the former Python actor under the guise of convincing him he needed to start a podcast. This article is of particular interest to any comedy nerds out in the audience, as during the presentation, Palin brought out the text for a deleted scene from Monty Python's Life of Brian. That'll do it for today. Be sure to check out the links to every article I just mentioned, which you can find right in your podcast listening app or by going to the download section of soundsprofitable.com. You can also subscribe to the newsletter version while you're there. The Download is written and produced by myself, Tom Webster, and Brian Barletta. For Sounds Profitable, I'm Gavin Gaddis, and I'll see you tomorrow for the Download Recap.